Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brent from Team Draw Better, and we're going to be doing a Chimera deck profile today. This is updated post info, so a couple new cards thrown into it. I'm not running Branded or Fiendsmith in this build. It's pure Chimera because that's the build that I like playing the most personally. I just think it's the most fun, but yeah, let's just get straight into it. So it is Chimera, so you're going to see the same cards for the most part, pretty standard stuff. You got 3 Gazelle, 2 Burfo, 3 Sword Knight, 3 Codal. Now, because I'm not running Branded or anything like that, I'm actually running 3 Apprentice, and I'm honestly pretty comfortable with it because, like, you see it enough where, like, you could use this and Sword Knight to make a Chaos Angel after you run through all your fusion plays, just to get some extra support on the board. So I think that's really nice. But yeah, Apprentice at 3, in my opinion, is okay. I've seen people run it at 2, and I can believe that's fine too. But me personally, I like running it at 3. Then we have the one-off illusions. I play 1 Diabelle's, Runic or Pearly, just scoop, because this is practically anti-spell. 1 Master Tau for your graveyard plays. And I actually play 1 Emissary from the House of Wax, because, you know, doesn't really help too much going second. But if you win die roll and, like, you can end on a pretty decent board with, say, Chimera with Sword Knight and Codal engrave and, like, a Magnum or anything else, like with Chimera Fusion set to possibly go into Guardian Chimera. The second they go to battle phase, you can just special this, and then they have another problem to deal with, because if they don't deal with this, their whole field of monsters gets turned off. So I really like this guy. I know people don't even, you know, give him the time of day, but I think he's a decent addition to the deck. But yeah, that's all the illusions and Chimera stuff. So moving on, I do play the Patchwork engine, but not what everyone thinks. Usually it's either 3 Poly, 2 Edge Imp, and 2 Patchwork. I just do 2 Chain, 2 Poly, and 2 Patchwork, because honestly, this ratio has just been working for me. Like the thing with Apprentice, it's just been working. Like, you see these enough for them to matter, and I feel like if I would run this or this at 3, it would just be bricky. Like, 2 each is perfect in my opinion. But yeah, that's for the Patchwork engine. So now we're going to move on to the spells. Pretty standard stuff. 3 Chimera Fusion. 1 Called by the Grave, and 3 Crossout just to make sure your plays go through. I might be cutting this down to 2 in favor of running 2 talents. I only run 1 right now, but this, along with the hand rip from Chimera, it's actually pretty nice because you get 2 hand rips, and that can be really useful depending on what you decide to get rid of off a talent. But yeah, that's basically it for the spell cards. Let me see. As far as hand traps, oh, well, real quick, I play 1 other hand or trap card besides Imperm, and that's Silhouette Trick. And this is because of the Silhouette Rabbit. Now, a lot of people are running the, I forget what the card's called. It starts with an A, but I know it's a card that specials and it can negate a summon. This is crazy with illusions, because this card says you special it as an effect monster and then apply, and then it has the following effects. If it's special summoned, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of illusion monsters. So if you have an entire board full of illusion monsters, you can just turn off their entire board because it says face-up cards. So, like, you could turn off, say you're going against Yubel, you could turn off Nightmare Throne, you could turn off Pain, like, you could turn off Tenpai's Field Spell. Like, this card has been huge, in my opinion. Like, these two, along with Pure Chimera, has been really good for me. But, yeah, there's the one trap. Pretty good. Now, hand traps. I play 3 Mourner, 3 Imperm, and 3 Ash. Not a lot compared to other decks running like 12 to 15, but like, again, I feel like I see these enough to the point like it's fine. I might bump up, I might throw in Veiler or possibly Droll, because I think Droll might see a lot of play again with this format, but these 3 hand traps, I feel like are okay. Like, along with the other stuff, you just see them enough, so it works. All right, so extra deck. Now, I tweaked this recently because I was really conflicted, but we only run 1 Chimera, and I had this at 2 because I thought the hand rip was pretty nice sometimes, but honestly, you're better off running 2 Baphomet because the card, the Foolish Burial, is just so much better for like different situations, like dumping Master Tau to bring back Apprentice Search, like Mirror Sword Knight, and then you have full combo. But yeah, I bumped Chimera down to 1. I think it's okay. I haven't had any problems. Plus, like, if this is in grave, you can reborn something on your opponent's turn, and then if this hits grave, you can just bring this back. So it works. 1 Illusion Beast for the OTK. We run 1 Magnum the Reliever. Really good card. Really good interruptions. 2 Guardian Chimera. I might bump this to 1, but, you know, it's a good card. Xyz monsters. Heretical Phobos Kovos. Now, this is basically an illusion imperm, but it's pretty nice because, like, you can negate it, but then if it battled, you can take it. Like, you can take control of it during the end, until the end phase, but if you take control of it, odds are you're going to fuse it away from... Whoops. Little technical difficulties. There we go. Odds are you're going to fuse it away for one of these. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying this out because new illusion card. I'm a really big fan of the illusion monsters, so. Graveyard heavy format, so I'm running 1 Abyss Dweller. Beatrice, this might get banned. I'm almost certain it's going to get banned because of the Fiendsmith stuff. Unfortunate, because this really works well with the deck. Like, if it weren't for Fiendsmith, this card would be fine. We're running 1 Evolzar Lars, pretty nice Omni Negate, and then 1 Typhon. And then other extra deck monsters, we're running 1 Chaos Angel, SP, and then Silhat Rabbit. So, extra deck is pretty flexible. Like, you can do what you want with it. I just like, I like my little build because I try to give myself a lot of options. But, you know, extra deck is flexible for the most part. The Chimera cards are basically only 6 if you only use 1 Guardian. So, side deck, I run 3 Nibiru. Pretty decent, not bad. So we got a new card from Info, Fiend Reflection of the Millennium. We actually have a searchable time card now. So, say you go into your plays, you fuse, you send Gazelle to the graveyard as fusion material. You can search this, put it in your spell and trap zone, and then if you're short on time, whenever they activate, I think it's a card effect. Yeah, card or effect. You special it, and then it gains life points equal to half. Or half... Life points equal to half the attack of one monster on the field. So we have a searchable time card. Before, I was running a red resonator, I think, that you could just dump with either Beatrice or Baphomet and then special it on their turn. But I think being able to search it is really nice as far as like if you're really worried about time. But yeah, we run one end of Anubis. You just really have to be careful with this because while it's on the field, you can't activate like your graveyard interaction like Sword Knight or Codal. So highly recommend you summon this out after using those. But otherwise pretty solid. 2 Dark Ruler, pretty decent. 2 Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, we hate back row. 2 D Barrier, and 3 Evenly. And that's pretty much it. Everything works out pretty well in this build, I think. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I'm open to a little constructive criticism. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and like, comment down below, and subscribe to Team Draw Better. Thanks, guys.